Well, we are now joined by the creators of North, Stacey Arnaquq, McDonald, Alethea, Arnaquq-Baril, and of course, the lead actor, Anna Lim. Welcome, ladies, to CBC News Network. Such a pleasure to have you all. How are you guys feeling?
We're feeling really good, excited,
a little bit terrified.
Yeah, very anxious.
All of the above, because it's such an exciting day. Let's get right into it. Stacey, talk to us through the origin story of this, North by Northwest, and also I'm going to throw in a second question here. Why a comedy?
Oh my goodness. Well, the origin story began, the three of us had done The Grizzlies together, which is a feature film, and that was a 10-year long process to get it made and a really intense promotional period as well. And after that, Alethea, myself, and our producing partner, Miranda DePonsier, took a weekend off to go and do a little bit of relaxing, but also dreaming about what we wanted to do next. And we just kind of threw out all these different ideas, from historical to documentary to just anything that we were interested in doing. And the thing that kind of rose to the top was a comedy series about a young woman trying to live her best life in the North.
Stacey comes from comedy, so
it comes naturally.
It comes naturally, but also a comedy felt the most real way to tell this story. A lot of Indigenous films and content from our perspective and from what we've seen has been, it's been dark, it's been traumatic, it's been often people from the outside looking in, and they're looking at the worst parts of our culture or of the issues that are going on in our community, and that's not how we perceive our lives up there. There's so much joy, there's so much color, and there's so much laughter, and so a comedy just felt like the right way to tell a story that felt authentic to us and to our lives.
That's wonderful. Alethea, take us through the story itself. What can viewers expect?
Well, it's all about a young Inuk woman who blows up her life in order to start anew. And Anna is the star character, the lead character, Siaya. But there's a wonderful ensemble of actors from a child right up through to an elder. I think there's something for everybody on the show.
Mm-hmm. And Anna, you play, the lead character in this, as you mentioned. I want to play a clip for you, sort of to get your idea and your reaction here. Watch this.
Oh wait, no. Just kidding. Can you not?
Not what?
Watch me?
Oh, yeah. Just,
I love that. That exact thing happened to me in Northern Labrador. I drove into a snowbank. So I'm wondering, Anna, how much of that, of this story, shooting in, your hometown, was a reflection of you and your own story?
I mean, one thing I love about CIA is she just always finds herself in the most awkward and embarrassing situations. And I deeply relate to that, and being able to shoot North in Arnaquq, and when we had background actors or guest characters coming in, often I'd look at the call sheet and I'd be like, oh, that's my cousin. Oh, that's I went to school with them. Oh, that's my brother's girlfriend. So it was a really fun experience, and being able to kind of make mistakes and do embarrassing things and be a little bit awkward in front of the people I grew up with added an extra layer of oh my God. And it's such a common and true experience that you make mistakes in front of your community and have to answer to them and be accountable for them. So shooting in Arnaquq was, the best feeling, but also if I'm blushing and if I look a bit nervous, it's definitely because I was.
You look great. It looked hilarious. I can't wait to watch it. Stacey, I want to ask you about the challenges, because as you guys all spoke about here, this was filmed in Iqaluit. So What was that like in terms of, I'm sure, all the positive thing that we just heard there from Anna, but also the challenges that come with shooting in one of the most northern cities?
Yes. Well, I mean, we've been working in film and television for 20 years now, nearly. And we've had our whole entire careers in Iqaluit. We've shot in the north, that's what we do. But certainly this was the biggest endeavor that we've ever done. So there was a lot of, we had to prove that it was even possible. So we had to go up and scout with a team and, kind of put together like a plan to show that this is something that we can actually pull off. These are the hotels here is almost like a feasibility study of sorts. We had to build our sets in the south and then tear them down and then put them in a plane because it's a fly-in community. There were a lot of things that were really, really challenging about it, including the weather, of course. There were a lot of very cold days. We had a freak melt as well, which really upset us. We were really sad about that.
Like, that's not planned.
So we're in the Arctic having to lug around snow. But we were like,
It was so embarrassing.
we swear guys, there's usually snow.
Oh man. And Alethea, given the location, why did you choose to make it a fictional community of Ice Cove?
We wanted to be able to take the best of a really tiny town and the larger city of Iqaluit, which is a whopping 8,000 people. But also we wanted to be able to represent Inuit fashion and dialects from across the regions. So we chose a fictional community kind of centrally located and imagined that it's a travel hub so that we can cherry pick the best of all the storytelling aspects we wanted. And to pick a community where there's a mix of Inuit and also First Nations and transient people from away. So,
I want to ask very quickly before we have to let you go, what you hope this brings and will mean to the community as a whole, because I know there's so many different subsections, dialects, otherwise. But what are you hoping people will come away with this?
One of the main things that I hope people come away with is that there are people up north, that Inuit are alive and well and modern, and we have been for ever, and there's so much joy and love and laughter and happiness, and then we're people as well. Our day-to-day lives may look a little bit different, may look a little bit colder, may look a little more treeless, but we're up there, and we have important stories to tell as well.
Stacey, Alethea, Anna, thank you all so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having
Natalie.
us. Tune in.
I will be.